Zambia likely to import wheat through Walvis Bay soon. In this week's African Agri Overview, thanks to the support of Fieldnet, Pivot Watch and Collateral Management International, Jacques focus on the wheat market in Zambia, and we also take a look at the latest grain prices in Zambia over the past week. All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. If you would like to access the African Agri audience and become one of our valued sponsors, please contact me on the details displayed now. Together, we can make a real difference in the agricultural sector of Africa. Make sure that you join the excitement around Fieldnet Pivot Watch now. Experience unmatched monitoring of any pivot, anytime, anywhere, offering complete peace of mind on your farm. Fieldnet Pivot Watch is not only cost-effective, but it's also time-saving. Ready to transform your irrigation? Contact your nearest Zimmatic dealer for a quote on Fieldnet Pivot Watch now. Moving over to the latest market prices and seeing where the latest Lusaka grain prices in Zambia traded, we saw that maize prices traded on $340 per metric ton, wheat on $550, soybeans on $580, and soy meal prices also on $580 per metric ton. Collateral Management International, or CMI, operates across the continent to manage and control commodities financed by financial institutions. With over a decade of experience, CMI is known for top-tier storage standards and trusted staff. They specialize in collateral management, commodity storage, stock monitoring, and inspection services, balancing security and operational value for banks and clients. CMI, your leading collateral manager in Africa. But with that, let's jump straight into the latest news on the grain market with Jacques.
Welcome to all our viewers. This week, we look at the Zambia wheat market, where record import volumes are expected during the next 10 months. The smallest crop in at least the last 6 years finished harvesting end of October. This table indicates our wheat balance sheet history, as well as our 2024-25 year forecast, running from September 2024 to August 2025, which includes the most recent harvest. We are using a production forecast of 220,000 tons, the average forecast for several market players. We expect healthy carry-in stocks of around 100,000 tons due to significant imports from April to September. Import duties were reinstated October 1, but could be waived again as early as January-February 2025 due to the small crop which just harvested. Our import estimate for the 2024-25 year to be imported from January to September 2025 at a record 200,000 tons. Our export estimate, mainly wheat flour to the DRC, marginally lower at around 180,000 tons wheat equivalent. Wheat flour exports to the DRC remains healthy, so our export estimate could even be conservative. There are always the possibility high Zambia wheat prices, significantly above import parity, could see the DRC increase flour imports from Tanzania at the expense of Zambia. However, with record duty-free imports expected, unlikely during the 2024-25 marketing year. We have identified 4 potential ports for the Zambia import campaign. Beira has been the main import port for Zambia for many years. Durban has also been used from time to time, and Dar es Salaam also a possibility. However, the interesting new addition is the port of Walvis Bay in Namibia, which has recently been mentioned often as an option. Copper and cobalt exports from Zambia and the DRC through Walvis Bay have grown of late, but backloads are limited. Talk of competitive transport rates on backloads from Walvis Bay to Lusaka at around $90 a ton, more or less in line with rates from Beira. This additional port could increase Zambia import volume potential significantly. This graph shows the Lusaka wheat price history for the past 4 years. Current Lusaka delivered price for local wheat at $550 a ton. Indications farmers have sold most of the harvest. duty-free imports expected to resume as early as January, which is likely to become the price benchmark. At this point, the cheapest import origin for January seems to be Argentina. Landed price indications Lusaka, $420 to $430 a ton, excluding duties, via Beira and Walvis Bay. See the blue line. It seems local Zambia farmers with wheat stock should sell earlier rather than later. We understand negotiations for duty-free import permits from January has commenced. It is expected imports should start to arrive latest from February. By December, market prices could start to discount import parity. Next week, we will look at the Zambia maize market, where prices are starting to reflect the large, short, medium-term import need. Remember, quality information improves decision-making. Contact us for more detailed, tailored information.
Thank you, Jacques. A huge shout out to our sponsors, Fieldnet, Pivot Watch, and Collateral Management International for making these videos possible. Remember, if you would like to become one of our valued sponsors, please contact me now, because together we can make a real difference in the African agricultural market. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe. Thank you for watching, and remember to tune in next week for more news on the African grain markets.